guys. Hey, have you ever made a promise to someone and not been able to keep it? Has someone made a promise to you and not been able to keep it? And you have been disappointed or just, oh my gosh, it's terrible, right? Well, today, in the next few days, I'm going to be talking about promises. Promises. God's promises. Because if you're going to listen to a promise, it should be from God. In 2 Peter 1:4 it says, "And because of His glory and excellence, He has given us great and precious promises. These are the promises that enable you to share His divine nature and escape the world's corruption caused by human desires." God has given us great promises throughout the Bible, thousands of them. Back in the 1980s, a group called Naked Eyes came out with they were a British band that came out with a song called Promises, Promises. And in there's a verse that says, "Promises, promises, knowing I believe, promises, promises, you knew you'd never keep." In life, people are going to lie to us, right? Or not be able to hold up their side. But in the Bible, it tells you that Jesus keeps all His promises. God keeps all His promises, right? He has them in black and white, in red and white. They're in there, right? In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." A future and a hope. God didn't make us to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to lock you in your house and you're going to be stuck there." No. We need to be very, very flexible as Christians and know what to do. We never know what the next day will bring. The Bible says we did not promise you tomorrow, right? But we have today to make up a big difference. And finally, in Matthew 11:28 and 29, it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your soul." Finding rest for your soul. That is a great thing. Doesn't that sound so peaceful today? I just want to end with this story that I heard a few years ago. There was a little old couple back east, right? And they had a bookstore that they had been running for years together. And one day, another bookstore came into the town and built it right next to them, bigger, with the biggest selection, biggest signs, just big. And it started hurting their business. But they were making it and they trusted in God. A few years later, another bookstore, ironically, even bigger than the one before it, built right next to them on the other side. And as the doors opened to the new store, the couple really worried and said, cried out to God and said, "What do we do?" Monday, when the workers from the other two stores came in, they were shocked to see what he had done. Because on his store, he had used ingenuity. And God gave him an idea, right? His idea, he put a sign over the top of his store that said, "Main Entrance." Sometimes we have to do things to get people to listen. And God knows exactly what to do. Are you listening today to what God has for you? I hope so. You all have a blessed day. I love you all. God bless.